All right, it's time for another weekly Squardle. This is number 146. If you're not familiar with Squardle, it's like Wordle on a grid. We're guessing a row and a column at the same time. And this 8 is how many guesses we have remaining. Last week, somebody dared me to start with, I assume they mean dared, CRYPT, Flame, and Bound. They said it would be more of a challenge. I guess we'll see if it is a challenge. Okay, well, the T was good. Flame. So far, so good. Okay. I don't think this is going to be too much of a challenge based on the start, but you never really know. It just depends how things work out. Like the B was really good. I mean, CT could be good. RE potentially. We could do, yeah, ACT is pretty good. That's pretty good. My first thought was tracked, but there's no R. The BO, there's an A as well. Bo. Huh. I don't know. I feel like I should be able to come up with something there. TEA is pretty good. Could end in a bongo? No, there's no N there. Bo. I don't know. We're on this fourth row and column. All we've got is the N in the row, and we know it's not third or fourth because there's no N here. I'm thinking ACT. ANT is pretty good too, though. You could do something like scant. Scant, but I don't know what this is going to be with the B and the T up here. I think I like ACT. And it's not going to be CN, so in that case, the N would have to be here. Which is, you know, certainly possible. But what would we do? Well, we could do T's and end with an E here. That could be good. So this has got to be a vowel between the B and the T. Something like robot, but there's no R. Man, that B in the middle there is interesting. I don't know. There's got to be a lot of things there, but I'm not coming up with anything great at the moment. I don't know. And over here, I mean, there's lots of things this could be. This could have an A. It could be twine. It could be... interesting, we have an O in this second column. We could put it there and do a double O in the row. That could be good. An R there. Something like... you know, Morse code, but it's got to be... if the C is here, then... yeah. C... oh, CR works. Yeah. CR works. The O could actually be up here. That could be interesting. Something like... ochre is interesting. AH, I don't know if I like that, but the A isn't necessarily there. You know, like ahoy, you can do AH at the beginning of a word. That's not 5 letters, but... so let's do CR, and then, I don't know, let's try crown. Crown would be interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, none of it was right, but it's interesting nonetheless. So... the N is not third, fourth, or fifth. So the N is first or second. So I'm thinking N here. A-N. I mean, scant is pretty good. I don't like the O there then, or the C there. I mean, maybe we're back to the double O. And... but this has got to be... a vowel here. So I don't know. You could do, well, it's not gonna work. You could do, I don't know if this is an English word, but I know this is the French word for wooden shoes, I believe, because that's where sabotage comes from. But you can't have the A there. I don't know if that counts as a loan word or not, but I Well, you could do something like habit. No, again, you can't have the A. Well, that's not very good here. I was just say debit or debut. Oh, no, there's no U, so debit would work. But then it's not DC. It would have to be DC like this. Yeah, I don't like that either. So I'm thinking A and T, but then I don't know what's going on at the top here. What about Oh yeah. There's a red O. Abbott. Abbott is interesting, and then well, we could still have the A there. We could do Avant and Voodoo. No wait, does that have? No, does that have double O double O? Yeah. That doesn't work. So yeah, and you can't do Viola because there's no Viola because there's no L and there's no A in that word. Okay, so that's not necessarily an A here though. Agent? Agent maybe? The B and the G there makes me think this is an L, but there's no L. It's not an R. Well, it could be an O still. It could be an O. There's no Y, so we can't do like Goofy or Goody. You know, maybe let's go back to this, because there's definitely an A in here. We do have the yellow A there. What if it was like this? I'm gonna get rid of some of this other stuff because I'm not convinced. Boast? Boast would work. I don't know if, or boats. I don't know if TET is great. But, well, Tetra. We do have the red R. Okay, Boast and Tetra. Now we're getting somewhere. We need to have an E in here. Probably there. Theta? Theta? We're getting somewhere. I don't know if it's right, but we're getting somewhere. All right, well, it's the last row and column. I could go with theta. Hope for the best. I'm going to do it. All right. Okay, there we go. And then, yep, and a double T. So this is now a definite T. Okay. Yep. And then, so the A could still be either one of these, but I think it's going to be Boast. Okay, that was great. I mean, I feel pretty good about Abbott. I'm thinking Avant or Agent. If we do Agent, Erase, we do need an R. Erase is pretty good. And then we need to have an O. I mean, it's got to be O there, right? Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Okay, well, I don't know if it's the G or the O. Okay. The N isn't necessarily here. Oh, we need to have a C. It can't be agent. We have to have a C. Oh, man. If we do C there, then you could do cloth, but that's no good. So there's no L. So C here. We don't know. Well, we could do craze. It's not great. Or like crate. We do need to have a T in the column as well. Although T here is pretty good with the H. Well, otter. We could do a double T. Crate, otter. What's gonna happen with the A, C, and T over here? And we need to have an the N here, onset, Ascot, Sooth, and Born. There we go. Whew. All right, we got a lot of double letters. We've got the double B, the double T, the double O. There's two T's down here, although not next to each other. Two T's at the end here. We've got a lot of double letters. Okay, well, I think that's going to be right, and we can do it in 4 with the columns. So there we go. Born. I will boast that I solved the puzzle, and the otter will not be impressed, I guess. I don't know. All right, well, there we go. Well, I used what was suggested as a challenging start. I mean, it wasn't, the best start, but it's not too bad. I've done a lot worse for sure. So ended with 7, not too bad. So let me know how your solve of this weekly Squardle went. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.